Looking for a good New Year's resolution? How about standing up to discrimination and protecting your rights in the workplace? If you have that problem, you may want to listen up. Attorney Vincent White is here to give us some tips. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Erica.
My first question for you is, what are the most common ways people are victimized in the workplace?
Generally, we find that unpaid overtime, sexual harassment, and discrimination are the three major ways.
Okay, so if you want to kind of break that down for us, how do you approach each of those?
Certainly, with unpaid overtime, we always recommend you speak to an attorney first, but you can also approach the New York State Department of Labor. You could end up getting as much as 6 years of your back pay back.
Okay, so even if you realize you may have not spoken up before, you can always speak up now and fix that.
Certainly, it's never too late.
Okay, and what about the second one?
Well, for sexual harassment, it could be anything from a serious incident at the holiday party to a boss who just makes you flirt with him or her because you want a promotion. All of those are inappropriate and you should address those. You can go to HR, you can file a complaint with the EEOC or the New York State Division of Human Rights, or you can speak to an employment attorney.
Okay, so all great tips, and what about the third one?
Well, in terms of discrimination, it's always an ugly thing. I always recommend you speak to an experienced employment attorney first. There's a great deal you can do in terms of making complaints internally, but in that environment, it's good to get the advice you need before you move forward.
So I think a lot of people would be nervous maybe about approaching someone about these issues. What would you say to someone who is feeling nervous about that?
Well, that's always natural. I mean, obviously it puts you in an adversarial relationship with someone you have to work with or for. But the way the laws are structured, people who make complaints actually receive extra protections against retaliation for making that complaint. That lets you make that complaint to HR or to an attorney or to an agency without worrying about losing your job.
Okay, great. So why is it important to kind of address these issues now?
Well, if you don't address it now, your entire year will go forward and you'll lose promotions, you'll lose pay, your environment will be unpleasant. It's a worst case scenario.
So you think just get it out, get ready for a great new year.
Start fresh, absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate all those tips and hopefully you could learn something. We'll be right back with a look ahead to Action News at 5:30.